Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to my long overdue Q&A. Sorry it's taken so long, it's just been so much work and it's been so busy, and I went on holiday last week, but it's here now and I'm going to record this video for you. So thank you for all your questions, and here are the answers to all the questions I could find. If I missed out, I apologise, and I'll try and comment through my own account in the channel, in the comment section below. So hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching and thank you for being so patient with it. Right, so I've got my questions here. This is the first question, and this is the question that came up most frequently. I'm going to take the one that was done by Bob Taylor, not real Bob Taylor. Oh, that's a shame. One, is it true that you're a professional magician? If so, what is your funniest performing moment? Now, I can tell you right now, this is absolutely true. I do professional magic. I've been doing it for about 3 years. I absolutely love it. It's the best job in the world. I also work for a company that does a lot of training stuff. But magic's my true love. I absolutely adore it. It makes me so happy performing. I miss it so much from COVID at the minute, and I can't wait to be performing again. Now, my funniest performing moment. this is an easy question. The one time I was on stage, and I do a trick where I bring a man and a woman, I'm trying to do a little matchmaking scene, and and sometimes if you ask someone to come on stage, you get a little bit flustered. So I said to a bloke, I pointed, said, "Right, so are you single? Can you help me with this trick?" "You got really flustered." He went, Yes, I am." And the woman next to him just said, "No, he isn't." And he just sank into his seat lower than he could have sank before brilliantly. "I think I might be single now." And, I couldn't stop laughing. It nearly put me off the trip. So that was my funniest moment. Absolutely true. I do magic professionally. I love it. And if anybody has any inquiries or wants me to do magic, then put in the comment section. I'll contact you through my company and we'll look at something in the future. Right, this is a question that came up quite frequently. Where am I from? Now, I was just going to say where I'm from, and I saw in the comment section someone quite clever by the name of Dave Cole mentioned that I didn't sound black, I just sound like I had an East Midlands accent. Now, Dave Cole, whoever you are, you're clearly good with your accents. Now, I was born in the Black Country. I was born in Walsall. I moved over to Burton-upon-Trent when I was quite young, and I've lived there ever since. I live just on the outskirts of Burton-upon-Trent, tiny little village no one would have ever heard of. Oh, I love it. I love where I live. It takes me about 40 minutes to get to the Hawthorns for home games. Away games, it varies. Like Derby away, really easy for me to get to, for example. But I live in Burton-upon-Trent. That's where I'm from. I love the Black Country though. I'll go back there. I consider it my home. I go back there all the time. See my family who are all still there. My dad's from Wednesbury, and my whole family's from Wednesbury. So yeah, that's where I'm from. I live in Burton my entire life, hence why I've not really got a Black Country accent. It sounds more East Midlands. So next question: why do I support West Brom? Simple answer: my dad does. Simple as that. It's the family club. I've never known any different. It wasn't like sometimes people are younger, support a bigger team to see them win and stuff. No, I've never been supported anyone other than West Brom, and I couldn't imagine ever supporting anyone else other than West Brom. There's certain clubs I like, and I like to see them do well, but West Brom, just because of my family, it's the family club. My kids will be West Brom fans, my kids' will be West Brom fans. It's the family club, and it will never ever change as long as West Brom's a club, conference or Premier League winners, whatever happens, West Brom will always be the family club. Right, so 1,000 subs no vid challenge. That's 2 questions. First one is favourite Albion legend. Now, my favourite Albion legend is probably Brunty. I love Brunty, and I love Bob Taylor as well, but Brunty is the one I've known my entire life. He's a hero of mine. And Bob Taylor as well. Those two, a bit Bob Taylor's before my time, but Brunty for me is my favourite Albion legend. I also love Richard Sneaks, and I love Cyril Regis, obviously, the 3 Degrees. Scott Dobie, my dad always speaks fondly of him, so those are my favourite Albion legends. At my 1,000 subs. Other question was, what's my favourite WBA chant? Now, I'm quite traditional with it. I like the Lord's My Shepherd. I like the one that all the fans can get involved in. I like that it's one that really gets the atmosphere going right after we've scored. It gets the players going. I just love that chant so much. It really shows Albion's atmosphere, that chant, more than most others. So yeah, Lord's My Shepherd is my favourite chant. Next question. PGSPKGWWBA. That's a lot of letters. Excited for the derbies, absolutely. Nervous. I love derbies, but at the same time, like every other Albion fan or every other football fan, I both love and hate derbies because they terrify me, especially with how good Wolves and Villa are both looking this season. But you can't beat a derby. They're fantastic. The atmosphere is unlike anything else, and it's a shame that we'll miss a lot of the derbies, but hopefully fans will be back for the Villa away and Wolves at home, where they really need us most. So yes, I'm looking forward to the derbies a lot. Right, next question from Michael Redfern. Thank you, Michael, for your question. Favourite ever kit? Doesn't have to be Albion. Alright, well, I did like the Nigerian 2018 World Cup kit. A lot of people will be familiar with that. But my favourite kit is actually an Albion kit. It's the 78 away, green and yellow. I love that kit. It's amazing. Kit, so vibrant, everything. Non-Albion kit, probably the 2018 Nigerian kit. That was gorgeous, that kit. I quite like Man City's third kit this season. I thought that was very nice. There's some amazing kits over the years there, but Nigerian 2018 World Cup kit, non-Albion, Albion kit, probably the 78 away shirt. Favourite film? Step Brothers, easy. Love that film. Will Ferrell, everything. Cracking comedy. It is my favourite film by an absolute mile. And then you've got, I love both Teds as well. They're funny. Right, Ethan Braxton. How old are you and how old is Connor? I'm 18. I turned 18 this year. Bit of a shit year to turn 18, really. Couldn't really do anything. Oh well. We actually we played Derby at home on my 18th birthday, July the 8th, 1-2-0. That was nice considering we never ever beat them. So nice little birthday gift. And Connor, he's either 23 or 24, I believe. I think he's 23. So Luke 6 asks, could Brunty ever manage the Baggies one day? Well, that's a very good question. I certainly believe after he retires, I don't think that'll be a couple of years, but he's doing well with Bristol at the minute, and I'm pleased for him. I'm happy he's doing well with them. One hell of a commute for him because he's staying in the Midlands. I think he'll definitely be a coach for us as when he retires, I believe. As for manager, it could be a possibility. Darren Moore was, Brian Robson. The Baggies legends have done it before, and if they're ever in the mire like they were with Darren Moore and need someone who's going to rally the fans, Brunty would be perfect for it. So you know what? Maybe someday Brunty could be a manager, and if he was the manager for us, it would be amazing. Right, next, getting through now. Next question, Mark Homer. I believe I've met Mark before. I met him the day after we got promoted at the Hawthorns. What beer do you drink? Well, that's an easy question. I've never touched a drop of alcohol in my life. I don't drink at all. I don't intend on drinking, really. It's not for any self-righteous reasons or anything. I don't make people feel bad who do drink, and I don't try and impose my opinions about it on others. I just don't like it. It's as simple as that. I just don't like drinking alcohol. I don't mind people drinking around me. Actually, it's perfectly normal. I go to the pub a lot with friends. I just have cokes and stuff. I just don't drink. Simple as that. WBA Addict. What excites you about joining the channel? Good question, that is. What excites me about joining? There's a lot of things, but I think the main reason is because I like to give people. I think I could bring something different because I know you get sometimes it's easy to feel quite bogged down by the football, and I like to stay very upbeat throughout. I think that my optimistic personality and how I view things could bring something different to the channel. And on top of that, I like to be able to show my opinions, and I'm perfectly willing to back them up as well to anyone who asks. I believe that I could bring something different in with optimism and stuff, and I believe that I could be a bit refreshing, either in a loss or a win. So I think the main thing is to get my opinion out and to try and help people remember that things can get better. That's what I like to do. I like to help people remember that things can improve all the time. And I hope that my videos on the channel will bring people happiness and a smile on their day, even if they've had a bad day. That's what I hope for. I hope to improve people's days through having a laugh, a bit of optimism, because it helps everyone. That's my main goal from being on the channel. Right, last couple now. Weave 77. Best West Brom moment in the Championship. Now, talking about Championship history, they'll be winning the title this season. Obviously winning promotion, but I think that the game, obviously you got to look at the Birmingham City away game, a derby. It was certainly a rivalry, and the manner in which we won that was incredible. Charlie Austin, whether people like him or we don't, he will be a cult hero in Albion history forever for what he did that day. No matter what people's opinion is now, he's given Albion fans that treasured memory that people will love forever. Best moment in the Championship last season, though, it's got to be, I think it was Bristol City away, because that was the moment where people truly began to believe. And if you were at that game, I certainly was. The atmosphere was incredible. People were happy. It was loud. We all had this belief that it was actually going to happen that day. It was a turning point in our season. So I'd say the Bristol City away game, because it let us believe, and that was so important at that time. Right, last two. Anne Walker. Where do you think we'll finish this season? Europe? Right, first of all, no, Europe, absolutely not. But I don't think that's me being negative in any way, saying that. That's being realistic. If we finish in Europe, I'll say this right now, you can clip this video, I don't care what you do with it, you can clip it. If we finish in Europe this season, I'll cycle to every away game next season. I'll keep to that as well. I love my cycling. Where we finish? You see, I'm still confident we'll stay up. It's 4 games in. We've not played well. We didn't play too well against Southampton. There have been promising signs, and once we get that clinical striker in, things could improve. So until the transfer window's over and we know what we have at our disposal, I'm not saying any. I think it'll be around 17th, 16th. Anything above 18th, I would consider a successful season. And I think that we've got to keep Slav as well, no matter what happens, because should the worst come to the worst, we go down, Slav can get us back up. But I think we'll survive 16th, 17th. You know what, who knows. But as long as we finish above 18th, anything above 18th, I'll consider a successful season. Last question this is. Bidford Baggies Bulletin. So the next manager after Bilic, but only former Baggies managers, who do you pick and why? Now, oh, that's a really tough question, that is. I can tell you who I won't pick, that'd be a lot easier. You know what? It's a toss-up. I think I'd say Roy Hodgson. He did very well with us. He kept put us in a comfortable position. Might say Steve Clarke. He got us the highest ever position in the Premier League. So Steve Clarke or Roy Hodgson, because how they did, played good attacking football. I wouldn't want to play anyone I wouldn't really want someone who was too defensive, which means I'd probably go Clark over Hodgson, but Hodgson was a far better manager than Clark. And Hodgson's football was mediocre, but he did the job. I'd probably say Hodgson, but because he would keep us consistently in the Premier League, and that's what we would need. But I wouldn't want to stay in the Premier League under someone like Pulis or someone. I could say Gary Megson, but again, his football's quite boring, even though he is the sort of a god amongst Albion fans. Yeah, I think I'd have to go with Roy Hodgson myself. That would be my answer to that question. But personally, I think Slaven Bilic is the best manager we've had in about 20 years. So I love Bilic, and I don't want him to go anywhere for a very long time. Right, thank you for watching. I hope that gives you a bit of an introduction about me, things about me, not just West Brom personal life as well. Hope you found it interesting, and I look forward to showing you more videos in the future. Thank you very much. Bye bye.